Americans all across this great land, from 3rd Avenue in Manhattan all the way to 7th Avenue, are outraged by the comments of conservative pastors who say the nation's recent problems are a punishment for sin. In the New York Times, a former newspaper, editor-in-chief Blithering Prevarication III published a tirade on the op-ed page, or as it's sometimes called, Knucklehead Row. Mr. Third wrote, quote, "It is absolutely disgusting that conservative preachers with laughably thin necks and narrow faces are blaming sinfulness for everything from the absolutely not Chinese virus to the recent mostly peaceful riots to the fact that the moon has turned to blood to the frogs raining down on my Park Avenue townhouse and the swarm of locusts that descended on our garden, devouring over $75,000 worth of transplanted saffron crocuses, which Buffy, my fourth wife, and I had been hoping to use to dye our sailing outfits a fetching shade of yellow before heading out to the Hamptons for the summer." The primitive notion that these could be anything other than natural occurrences becomes all the more offensive once you realize that I don't even allow any wrong opinions to appear in my newspaper anymore, so what sin could there possibly be? Unquote. LGBTQMNOPXYZ activist Herman Aphrodite, a spokesman for the Society in Favor of Screwing Anything That Moves, declared the pastor's comments homophobic in a wildly shrieking voice as he was carried off by a gigantic bat with a human face. Planned Parenthood spokeswoman Carmine Slaughter also denounced the pastor, saying, quote, "It is long past time this sort of backward religiosity was cleared away so we can get down to the work of sucking out the brains of babies and selling their body parts for cash," unquote. Ms. Slaughter said she found the pastor's remarks ugly and absurd and something else that was impossible to make out after she was dragged beneath the earth by a small army of flaming skeletons. Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch was unavailable for comment.